Hi, my name is Joe Collings for Joe's A2 Film Productions, and today I'm going to be discussing my research into film posters. Now, the first film poster that we're going to be researching is The Dark Knight. This poster is very cool, as it has a lot of sort of different aspects to it that attracts the viewers. So, for example, it's got the sort of bat symbol in sort of fire, and it's also got the main sort of title at the top saying "Welcome to a World Without Rules," and it's got all of the actors where the Batman's standing, and it's also got the obviously name of the film, The Dark Knight, and then it also has when it comes out, which is July 18th. And it also uses a lot of cool colours. Obviously, you can see the whole sort of poster is quite dark, but apart from the bat symbol, which is obviously supposed to be the main thing that the viewer sees almost when they immediately view the poster. And also you've got obviously the Batman standing there, which is suggests obviously the main protagonist of the film. And yeah, it's a poster that really stands out to the audience, and it really sort of shows what the film could be about, and it shows that it's going to be a very action-packed film. The next poster I'm going to be looking at is the Looper poster. This is a really cool poster, as it's obviously got the two main protagonists with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis on the front, obviously both holding guns and pointing in opposite directions. This is a really cool aspect, as it sort of shows obviously the face your past and the fight your future. So it may sort of suggest that one of them is from the past and one of them is from the future. And it's also obviously got the main three sort of characters in the film: Bruce Willis, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Emily Blunt. And then it's also got the written and directed by Rian Johnson. And then it's got the title of the film, which is Looper. And it's got a lot of small text at the bottom. But this is a really cool poster, as it looks like the two characters are sort of fading into the scenery, and it sort of looks like they really blend in well. And then you've obviously got the city background as well, which blends in even more, as it's quite sort of a dark poster. It's not exactly a light poster. And yeah, the text is very bold. It's got a lot of good aspects, and it really does show a lot of good things. The next poster we're going to be looking at is the Skyfall poster for James Bond. This is a really sort of standout poster, as it sort of looks like the main character in the middle of the poster is sort of like a silhouette, and you can't really see what they look like, and you just see sort of the suit and then the sort of fading into red, which could sort of suggest blood, because obviously James Bond is quite a action film. And yeah, obviously the suit is quite a standout feature of James Bond films, so that's why they probably want to show that aspect. And then they're obviously hiding the character's face, which sort of leads to a bit of mystery in the film. And then you've also got the Skyfall text, which sort of looks like the background of the text is quite different and very intriguing. And then it's also got the obviously coming soon and all of that in smaller text, but it's a very simplistic poster. It doesn't really have a lot of writing on it. It's just mainly got the name of the film and nothing else. It's just got sort of the plain background, and it looks like the main thing that they really want the audiences to see is the main picture in the middle with James Bond, the suit, in sort of fading into red. And yeah, it's obviously something that can really intrigue the audience and sort of lead them to a bit of mystery going into the film, and it has a lot of very good aspects to it. The next film poster we're going to be looking at is the Empire Strikes Back poster. Now, this is a really cool poster, as it has a lot of different aspects to it. First of all, you've got the sort of outline, and which sort of looks like one of the main characters in the film, or one of the key characters, which is Boba Fett. And then you've got the sort of Cloud City in the middle, which sort of looks like it's Boba Fett's helmet, but at the same time it's also one of the key places in the film. And then you've also got the obviously little details, like the little TIE fighter sort of flying, and then you've got the sort of background overall, which is quite sunsetish background, and it also sort of fades into black. and it's got a lot of very good aspects to it. It's quite a sort of dark poster, but then obviously when you get to the sunset image, it really stands out to the audience. That's probably the main thing they want the audiences to look at. And then obviously you've got the Empire Strikes Back text, which is very bold. You've also got the little Star Wars, but obviously the main thing they want to look at is the sort of main aspect of the film, which is the Empire Strikes Back, as that is sort of the name of the edition of the film, as all of the films called Star Wars, but they've also got different sort of names to them as they go. And then you've got obviously the little text at the bottom, and also in orange. But this poster doesn't really have a lot of text on it, and it's quite a picture-based poster. And it's really creative the way they've done it, how they've sort of made it look like Boba Fett's helmet, and they've made just a whole sort of outline of him. And yeah, they've really sort of been creative with this poster, and there are definitely some aspects of this poster I'd look to include in mine. The next poster I'm going to be looking at is the Cloverfield poster. This is a really cool poster, as it really sort of strikes the audience and really sort of catches their attention, as the first thing you see in the main text is "something has found us," which is quite a interesting statement, and sort of leads the audience to believe that the people in the film are in quite a significant amount of trouble, and that something is causing grave danger to them. And then you've also got obviously the main Statue of Liberty, but its head's been torn off, so this maybe suggests that something is attacking New York and is posing a real threat to the people. And then you've also got the little background of the New York City with all the smoke and destruction, and you can see that something has clearly happened there, and something very bad has happened to the people in New York City, and something has attacked them. You've also got sort of the background of the sky, which is sort of quite dark. It's not really sort of full daytime, and it's sort of maybe going into evening. And then you've got the Cloverfield text, which is sort of kind of blurred, as you can see, so it kind of is a really interesting feature there. And then you've also got the date of the film when it comes out, obviously the 18th, 2008. And you've got also all of the smaller little text down there, which is very good. The next poster I'm going to be looking at is the Shutter Island poster. This is a really cool poster, as it's a very sort of dark poster, and it's not really got a lot of light on it. The main things that obviously stand out are the text and the main image. The text, obviously the red text, which is Shutter Island, and then October. They've maybe highlighted this in red, as these are the most important aspects of text, and these are the ones that they want the audience to see the most. Obviously the name of the film, and then when it comes out. So those are really the two main things that they want the audience to see. And obviously all the other text is in white, which obviously they would want the audience to see, but they're not as important as the other text. And then you've also got the main sort of image of the island in there, where obviously this sort of suggests where the film is going to take place and where the trouble's going to be. And then you've also got Leonardo DiCaprio sitting there, sort of faded into the background with a match, which sort of obviously suggests more darkness in the film. And his facial expression is obviously suggesting that something has gone wrong. And then you've also got the little text which says "someone is missing," and obviously this is quite easy to miss because it's in smaller text, and this is maybe why they've done it, as obviously missing, and then you can't really see that text, you can easily miss it, and that's why they've done it in such small text, as someone is missing. And they've done it in quite sort of standard text as well, no real creativity in the text, just simple couple of words just saying someone is missing. And yeah, just the general poster seems quite a dark, damp poster, and seems like quite a poster that wants to sort of make the audience feel scared of what the film is going to be about. The next poster I'm going to be looking at is the Django Unchained poster. This is also a very good poster, as it's sort of got the three characters all lined up, which sort of suggests that these three characters are the main characters of the film. And you can also see the list of characters there, the main characters, and then you've also got the director of the film, which is Quentin Tarantino, and you've also got the main sort of name of the film. And again, it's like the Shutter Island poster, where sort of the red text is mainly the most important text. So obviously the name of the film, when it comes out, who directed it, and then all the other text is sort of in white, which suggests that this is sort of less important text, and that they really want you to read the red text. And the red text also blends into sort of the blood splatters, which are all over the poster, as you can see, sort of here, here, and here. And yeah, it's a very good poster. Obviously, the characters are all in black and white, which sort of makes the red stand out even more. And you've also got the sort of line at the top here, which is life, liberty, and the pursuit of vengeance, which can sort of suggest what the film is going to be about and what could sort of entail. And yeah, it's a very good poster. It has a lot of key aspects to it that I'd like to include in my poster. And yeah, it's a poster that stands out to audiences and would get them to watch the film. The next poster I'm going to be looking at is the poster for Inception. This is a really interesting poster, as it's got obviously sort of the characters along there, and then you've also got sort of the buildings around them, and then it sort of goes down, and then it sort of curves up again, which sort of could suggest the film is quite a weird film and not your usual film. And you've obviously got the characters there, which are suggesting that these are going to be the main characters in the film. You've got the red text which says Inception. You've got the actors at the top, the main character obviously being Leonardo DiCaprio. And you've also got a little text there which says, "Your mind is the scene of the crime." This is quite an interesting line, as it really suggests what the film could be about. And it could be quite a interesting film. You've also got sort of the little text at the bottom, and then you've also got when the film comes out, which is July 16th. The poster's quite a sort of dark poster, but then you've also got a little bit of light to it, and it's supposed to just sort of make the audience look at it and think, wow, and sort of, I really need to see this film, as it looks like quite a different and very intriguing film, which is obviously what the poster's trying to achieve, as it's trying to be something that doesn't necessarily meet the conventions of other posters, and get audiences to sort of look at it and say that's not a poster they've seen before, and it will sort of lead them on to go to see the film when it's released. The next poster I'm going to be looking at is the Fury poster. This is a really cool poster, as it's obviously got the sort of tank there with all the main characters. This suggests that the film is going to be sort of about war and battle. You've also got the main film name, which is Fury. You've also got the main actor in it, which is Brad Pitt, and then you've got when it comes out, which is the 23rd of October. You've also got sort of the main title at the top, which is War Never Ends Quietly. This is quite a intriguing line, as it sort of suggests that obviously again the film is going to be about warfare and battle. And then you've also got sort of how the poster is quite dark and it's quite cloudy, it seems, which sort of again suggests that the warfare is going to be quite tough on them, and it's really taking their toll on them. And then you've also got written and directed by David Ayer, and yeah, it's a very intriguing poster, as it's not really got a lot of elements to it. It's just got sort of the main picture of the tank and the characters on it, and then the main line. It's not really got a lot of writing on it. It's just mainly supposed to make the audience look at the picture, which is of the tank and the characters, and it's really supposed to intrigue them to watch the film and what sort of war this could be about. The next poster I'm going to be looking at is the poster for the film The Martian. This film came out recently, and this poster is a very good poster, as it sort of has the picture of the main character, which is Matt Damon, in the spacesuit, and then you've got the Bring Him Home This is a very intriguing line, as it sort of suggests that he may be trapped somewhere, trapped on another planet, and he needs rescuing. It's also got the little detail that you can see there on the top of his helmet, which says a Ridley Scott film. Ridley Scott's obviously a famous sci-fi director, which can also intrigue audiences to believe that this is going to be a very good film, as a lot of Ridley Scott's films, for example Alien, have been very good sci-fi films that audiences really liked. And then you've got obviously the main character in writing there, Matt Damon, and then you've also got how the text is. So you've got the Martian, but the word "the" is sort of sideways, which is a very intriguing feature. And then you've also got when the film comes out, which is November. And you can't really see much of the background, you just see a real close-up of Matt Damon's face. This is sort of maybe supposed to suggest that he's in quite a lot of distress, and is a very important matter that he needs saving. It's a very good poster. It's quite sort of a more lighter poster, which maybe suggests that the background is quite a light place as well. And overall, it's a very good poster, and should really get audiences to watch the film.